Welcome back, Nail Queens, to my newest beginner basic series. This beginner basic series is going to take you through all the things related to jelly tips. Jelly tips are something that's not new, it's been around for a while, but it's picked up some traction in the dip powder community lately, so I figured I would learn the system myself, buy all the things that are needed to do jelly tips, and then take you guys through the journey of what you need from step A through step Z on how to do jelly tips on your nails successfully at home. This series is going to be broken up into a series of chapters. I took every single part of the jelly tip application and I broke it down into small chapters. If you want to watch the rest of the videos in the series, I'm going to have a whole playlist for jelly tip series linked in the description box below. That way, if you're new to this and you're like, whoa, supplies, but what do I do next? The link in the description box below. It'll take you through step A through Z on how to apply jelly tips, everything you need to know about jelly tips. Alright, so I'm going to go through a few of the supplies that you're going to need in order to do jelly tips successfully at home. The first thing I recommend that you have is alcohol and acetone. Those are two liquids that I don't recommend buying online unless you absolutely need to. You can get 70% alcohol and acetone at your local drugstore, Walmart, Target, anything like that. You can find them there. The next thing you're going to need are liquids, and by liquids I mean like liquid bottles, your gel liquids. So you're going to need gel base coat, a no wipe gel top coat, and then some kind of gel adhesive that's going to glue the jelly tips to your nails, meaning some kind of builder gel, Cactus Gelly, or extend gel. So different brands call them different names. You're going to notice that across the board different brands call these different things, but their purpose is the same, and it's the gel adhesive needed to glue the jelly tip onto your nail. So just keep that in mind. Some brands might use something called extend gel, some might use something called tip gel, some might use something called builder gel. There's a lot of names for the same thing. Lamps. You guys are going to need nail UV LED lamps. I use two for my jelly tip curing process. I have a quick flash curing lamp that's like 3 or 6 watts, I don't remember anymore, and then a 48 watt lamp to make sure that I have fully cured gel on my nails. Next, you're going to need a box of tips. So for the most part, companies sell them in boxes. Some will provide them in bags, and then you can put them in boxes, but they make sure that they're gel tips, not the ABS plastic tips, because you definitely have full coverage tips out there that are ABS plastic, and then if you didn't know, gel is technically a form of plastic, so is acrylic. These are best used with some kind of gel product, such as a gel adhesive, builder gel, so on and so forth. Another thing that is not 100% necessary, but I do highly recommend, is an e-file and file bits. So I have a e-file here that I use for literally all of my tip application. Like, it gets its most use when I'm applying jelly tips. And then I have 2 drill bits that I absolutely love using to help me not only like flush out the cuticle line, but to etch the underside of my jelly tips. So I recommend picking up these 2 drill bits if you don't have them already, and an e-file. You can get a very inexpensive e-file. You don't have to get anything that breaks the bank. I just chose to get this. It's a little on the pricier side, in the 100 plus price range. I mean, they do make drills that are like 250 plus. I've been eyeing that Chiarosky one. One day I'm gonna get it. Another thing you're gonna need is paper towels. Definitely get yourself some that don't produce lint. So I actually get some from the Dollar Tree, depending on like what they're carrying. Some of them can produce lint really easily, but if you get one that's like really strong and sturdy, like Bounty or something like that, it doesn't produce lint. So get the good quality stuff when you're looking for paper towels, and I recommend lint-free wipes as well. Not necessary if you have lint-free paper towels, but it never hurts to have lint-free wipes. Another liquid that I highly recommend you pick up, aside from the gel liquid system like the gel base, gel top coat, adhesive gel, is a primer. Young Nails sells something called a protein bond, but depending on the brand that you're using, some brands might actually sell their own gel bonder, but the one I love getting is from Amazon. It's Young Nails protein bond. It's really, really affordable, easy to get, and really incredible. The only thing is that this protein bond does have HEMA in it, so I do want to disclose that. There are other brands out there that don't have HEMA in theirs, so the Painted Desert one does not have HEMA. So if you're looking for a great bonder, gel bonder without HEMA, I highly recommend the Painted Desert one. And lastly, the tools that you should really have with any manicure: a dusting brush to dust off any dust, nail files, buffing blocks, and cuticle pushers. The silicone tool is also really handy for removing any seeped out gel that might get on your skin, or you can use a gel brush or a dry brush, whichever one you have on hand. Either one works. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you understand all of the tools you're going to need in order to do jelly tip application. Nothing sucks more than coming unprepared to do your nail process, and then you're like, oh, I don't have those tools, and you have to go out and order it, and then you're waiting a whole nother week for it to arrive in the mail before you can do this. So the way this series is being broken down is I've took every single topic that I can take into from the jelly tip application process, from prep to removal to sizing to prepping the nails, prepping the tips, jelly tip application. I took everything and broke it down into chapters, so they're going to be their own very specific video. So if you ever need to reference this series ever again, you just have to go to this playlist and pick whichever specific video applies to what you're really trying to focus on.